Greetings, greetings and blessings. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, Vince Vibes. This is my first video, coming straight from Belize, Dan Griga. I'll tell you a little bit about who I am. Uh, I was born in Dan Griga, Belize. I was raised in South Central LA. Uh, got caught up, pretty much enjoyed, had a good upbringing, mother, father, sister, brother, aunts and uncles, cousins, had a pretty good upbringing. Uh, but as a young man, got caught up in gang banging, and I ended up doing a lot of time in prison. During my time in prison, studied a lot. Was very interested in politics and our history, black history, African history, where we came from, and how we got to the point of how we live in the life that we live in today. Learned about the struggles, learned about the heroes that we have, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Nat Turner, and the list goes on. Want to throw females in there, Madam C.J. Walker, Harriet Tubman, in today's world, Kamala Harris. This goes on, but we got to play a part. Me learning that history, I saw some of the things that was done that is still being done today. I'm listening to the marches, the protests, the Black Lives Matter, and I'm seeing that not in all cases, but in some cases, we're still doing the same things that we were doing back then, which is good. But at the same time, we got to improve. We still asking for civil rights. Civil rights. What does that mean? How can you treat me civilly when you don't see my humanity? Malcolm X went to the UN asking for human rights. When you see the way they treat us, the man got his knee on a human being's neck. The police officers got a man that's naked in the freezing snow and put a bag over his head. And they just sat there and watched. And the crazy thing, we're talking about Black Lives Matter. There was a black police officer sitting there watching this whole thing. And I wonder what was going through his head. Did he even care? To him? Did that Black Lives Matter to him? No, he wasn't a human being to him. That's a culture, that's a mentality that has to change. And we have to represent ourselves as human beings better. I'm not gonna never take the side of wrong. All police ain't bad. There's a lot of good that they do. But what we're seeing is ugly. And yes, it's up to us to change it. I've been hearing this too, no justice, no peace. You know what you're saying? When they say peace, what's the other side of peace? War. So I'm gonna ask my people, man, are we ready for a war? Because white folks is definitely ready to kill you. And you better realize that the man in the White House got their back. And not only with words, he said it plain. Who says that he can shoot somebody and get away with it? What is he telling all the rest of them? They can shoot somebody and get away with it. And who they gonna shoot? And get away with it. So be careful, man. Be careful what you say. Be careful how you say it. And the preachers, Reverend Al Sharpton, come on, man. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But bring it up to date, man. It's a new time, man. what you're saying is real. I don't disagree with anything that you're saying, but we can't keep doing the same thing, man. You can't keep doing the same thing. We got a lot of people that got the money that can back us up. NBA players, Major League Baseball players, NFL players, rappers, you know, they got the money to start setting up schools that will teach us who we are and begin to start loving ourselves first. Start seeing ourselves as human beings. Seeing when we go to court and when we get caught up in that system, you know, we got a black judge sitting on that bench. Wow. Yeah. Like I said, I got caught up in the system. And a black judge was sitting on that bench. And he was harsh. Judge Jack Tanner, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? He did his job. You know, but gave me 30 years. I mean, he could have did different, but I mean, you know, it's done as did. But what I'm saying is, when we got people in power, black people in power, we need y'all to understand what we going through. You know what I'm saying? Understand that, wow, look at how he was raised. Look at the whole picture. Don't just look at the man in front of you and say that, okay, he committed this crime. Why did he commit that crime? You know, my situation is going to be a whole lot different than the next man, the other man, and in most cases, especially the white man, you know. So when I go, you know, people, you know, it's going to take a while. This ain't going to be no overnight success story where we stop crime and everything, you know what I'm saying? So understand that the whole system, the whole mentality has to change, the whole outlook, the whole view of how we deal with each other, you know. And if we're talking about criminal justice reform, then it starts with our people that's in the criminal justice reforming their mentality, you know. You can't keep asking white folks to do this and do that and do this, but man, it starts with us. You know, we set the example for them, you know. We tell them, okay, yeah, this is how I'll treat my people, and this is how I expect you to treat my people. You know what I'm saying? And they got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? As a human being, they got to respect that. But we got to understand civil rights. Yeah, I dig it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be, when you go out in public, you want to be treated with respect and whatever else that is important to you. But man, get them human rights first. Understand that I got feelings. I got a family. You know what I'm saying? If they see you, Jacob Blake, as a family man, and they understood, okay, man, the man came here to try to, you know, stop a situation, and the manner in which he did it, you know, that's understandable. To us, black folks, that's how we move, you know what I'm saying? It might be aggressive to them, but it's natural to us. We just naturally aggressive, but meaning nothing by it, you know what I'm saying? No harm, we ain't trying to hurt nobody, we just naturally aggressive, you know? And if people is trained to understand that, you know, then when they approach the situation, they'll approach it a little differently. You know, with understanding that, okay, the man ain't finna do no harm, even if he grab a knife, he ain't finna do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? He just mad, you know. We can tase him and, you know, that's done, you know. You know, but it's just, we gotta understand each other a little better. You know, and man, I wanna say this too about Mr. Trump. Yes, I was raised, like I said, I was raised in the United States. You know, very interested in the politics because it does affect the majority of my family members who's in the United States. And Mr. Trump, you got to be very careful of what he's saying, because he mean what he's saying. You know, yeah. And he has a militia. Oh man, let me deal with that at another time. But I'm gonna tell you this: be careful. Be careful. You know, if he is successful in rallying his troops to begin a war, go out there against the protesters and begin a war. understand that he's going to back his people. And he has the ammo. He can, disguise it with the military or with the police or whatever, but he has his people that's loyal to him. And in my opinion, it's just my opinion. I don't know the hidden things that goes on in the black communities today, but my opinion, we're not trained for that. Like I said, that's just my opinion. We're not trained for that. So be smart. What I would try to do, and I learned this in prison. Different races. We wanted to get along because we didn't want to hurt each other. In most cases, we respected each other because we knew each other was men. So we wanted to get along, and so it was mandatory in each situation that we had a communication. Listen to each other and respect where each other came from. The main goal was to get an understanding. And I think that's what we need with both sides. We don't need no war, man. We don't need no war, man. We don't need no dead bodies, no dead babies on either side, man. Come on, man. We've been fighting together, and we still fighting together. It's white folks right there on the front line with us, man. The guy that died in Portland and the guy that died in Washington, both of them white. The two guys in Kenosha, the dude killed was white. Man, come on. They with us, man. Don't just continue to make this. This is a human issue. And they there with us. Gotta appreciate them, thank them, and stand up for injustice everywhere. But stop talking about no justice, no peace, man. Because on the other side of peace is war, and we don't want no war. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. Yeah, today is my first day making a video, Vince Vibes. I hope you enjoyed the topic. I'm looking for subscribers. So subscribe to my video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna keep making them. As you know, we all trying to stay safe under this COVID-19. And man, the frontline workers gotta give thanks. You sacrifice your life every day, and wow, that's serious, man. That's what it's about, though. Finding your purpose and living your life. I thank God, for the experience of living, and I just pray that I do my part to fulfill the purpose that was blessed upon me. And I pray that we find a solution to this problem. It's not just about voting. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden, he has pretty much, I would think more like 75, if not more, percent of the country would vote against Donald Trump. So Joe Biden has it pretty easy. But I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna leave you with this, right? When you deal with politicians, the most important thing to find out about them is, you can listen to what they say all day long, but find out who's backing their campaign, who's giving them money. Because at the end of the day, whoever paying their bills, that's who they're going to work for, and their agenda is who they're going to push. Yeah, they're going to do what they can for the American people, this, that, and whatever. But the most important agenda is to pay some people back for putting that money in their bank account. You know what I'm saying? So understand that. Find out who Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and any politician down the whole ballot, man. you know, Republican, Democrat, you know, don't get caught up in the labels, man. Do not get caught up in the labels. You know that they are, I won't say owned, but you know, if I'm putting money in your pocket, then you're gonna make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So understand that that's just life. You know, they the same way. You know, like I said, once again, peace and love. I hope you enjoyed what I had to present. I hope that you know, basically what I'm gonna ask you in anything that you hear from me, you go do your research, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't just take my word. You know, that's what I do. And if you hit a comment and you tell me I'm wrong and you know whatever, I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna come back and we could dialogue on it. And I'm trying to, you know, learn as much as I can learn and grow as much as I can grow. So anything I say, you know, if you got a question, ask. If you say, if you got some more information about it, then bring that, you know, and we'll talk about it and we'll keep building. You know, one love. God bless and be safe. Vince Vibes, baby.